Hey, I'm Aaron Marcus, and I know a lot of people have probably said to you, including me, uh, go to an audition, uh, be prepared, enjoy yourself, walk out of the room, treat yourself to something for getting through the audition, and then just let it go. You have no control over who makes final decisions and how they're making the decisions. And I still subscribe to that philosophy. However, let me also just tell you, we're human, you know, and there are some jobs that have more meaning to it than others. Let me give you a perfect example. So I had an audition. It was about a 2.5 hour drive each way for me, including tolls and gas, no parking for this one. Um, and it was a job I really wanted. So did the audition, and my agent calls and says, "Hey, you got a call back." Thinking, this is great. So drive back up there, spend about 5 hours in the car, and I didn't get it. So I felt bad. Now I want to make this really clear. There is a distinction between feeling bad that you didn't get the job and feeling bad about yourself for not getting the job. And didn't feel bad. It was a tough callback. They had people doing different things. They had me doing something that, I don't know, it's not something I would have chosen. It didn't really seem to make sense, but the person asked for it, so that's what I did. But I'm not kicking myself in any way. I'm not thinking I'm a failure. I'm not thinking I was horrible in there. I'm not thinking the casting director is never going to call me back. I'm just disappointed I didn't get the job. It was a really fun job. Actually, it was a TV spot, so it was very not so it was lucrative, but and it was lucrative. It would have been lucrative for me, and it would have meant a little bit of traveling, and I really wanted it. So yeah, I felt bad. I'm a human being. I have emotions, and if there's something that I really want that I don't get, I feel bad. So I just wanted to share that with you because, like I said, I typically try to let things go afterwards. I try to think, well, was there something else I should have done in there? Is there something that maybe I didn't follow directions carefully enough? But, after analyzing it, I just think, hey, you know what? I'm really excited. I got a chance to audition. Um, it was fun. And now it's over. And now I'm going to move on to something else. So, and by the way, just to also tell you that this isn't something that I just initially grew up with. This took years to figure out. I mean, I was pretty hard on myself. I felt horrible. And I tell you, if you don't have any kind of track record with having much success, of course, I mean, that's how you're going to feel. And even for people who have had tremendous success, they still go through this. And look, I know this is a little bit different, but there are people who I've read about who starred on TV shows, starred in feature films, and all of a sudden they're just not working. They're not getting the job, they're not getting the auditions. So, these kinds of things happen at any level. But the important thing to keep in mind, it's nothing personal. These are just business decisions. It's not that you weren't any good. And look, I'm not saying, hey, maybe your audition really was bad. Maybe you weren't very good in there. But if your audition, you did what you wanted to do, then it's out of your control. And just to add one other piece to it. So I was recently asked to do some casting, and gosh, it was great. I got actors projects in a number of different areas. I had to do casting in Chicago. I did casting in New York, did casting in DC, did casting for Maryland. And it was wonderful for me. And actually, I'll talk about that in another quick tip. But it was great to be able to help a bunch of other actors get work, which was really incredible. But what I learned from the casting process was, the people who got cast didn't get cast. Quite often it had very little to do with their read. I mean, for some people, absolutely. The read just wasn't very good and they weren't being considered. But there were plenty of people who gave decent reads. And then it came down to, did they really fit what the character should look like? Were they the perfect age? If somebody's supposed to be, let's say, an accountant, and somebody just doesn't look like an accountant, they could give a really good read. Chances are they're probably not getting the part. So anyhow, there's so many factors that go into booking, not booking the job. And I just want to make sure that if you do feel bad, it's okay. It's nothing personal. It's not a statement about you as a human being in this world. So anyhow, I just wanted to let you know about that. If you are watching this on my YouTube channel, please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Click the notification button, the little bell, so that way every time I upload a new video, you will know about it. And if you can, I would greatly appreciate you making a donation to this channel just to help me keep it organized, to help me defray some of the costs of continuing to add more information here. There's a PayPal link on my channel page. And just click on it. Whatever you can donate, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm Aaron Marcus, and if you do have any specific questions or topics you want me to cover in a quick tip video, just go to howtoactandmodel.com/home, and please feel free, share this with other people, share it throughout your social media platforms. I just want to build a great community of lots of people trying to help each other in this industry. Thanks. See ya.